Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing Jason Momoa coming back to DC as the beloved anti-hero character known as Lobo, and also what may be happening with other DCEU actors also. So let's dive into this DC news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news going on around here, guys. So guys, we're going to take a look at this article here from Cosmic Book News. Ezra Miller done as the Flash, Jason Momoa back as Lobo in DCU. It is reported none of the Justice League actors, except Momoa, will be back for the new DCU. Yeah, guys, so there's been lots of rumours over the last 24 hours or so popping up online about Jason Momoa coming back to play Lobo instead of Aquaman in the DCU Reboot. Obviously, we have James Gunn at the helm and taking charge of the new DC Reboot. But it also looks like there's a little bit more information in this article regarding the DCEU actors that were under Zack Snyder. So let's have a look and see what we can learn from this article, guys. It's reported that Ezra Miller and all the Justice League actors are out, except for Jason Momoa, who will return as Lobo in James Gunn's new DCU. So that means not only are Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill gone, as previously been reported, but also Gal Gadot will not be returning as Wonder Woman. The info comes in a report from Variety about how Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is a complete mess. Yeah, guys, so Variety is one of the movie outlets that we can sort of rely on. They're very, very good with their sources. Most of the information they put out is generally correct. So you can almost take it to the bank that, you know, when they say that the DCEU actors as of old are not returning, we can pretty much bank on that. And Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is a complete mess. I made a video about that yesterday, guys, about all the drama surrounding Amber Heard as Mirror and Elon Musk being involved. There's a little link at the top of the screen right now. Have a look, click on that, and it will take you to that video if you're interested, guys. So, the article discusses how Aquaman 2 is a lame duck, similar to the Flash movie, as the DCEU is now over, and that James Gunn is rebooting things with the DCU. Variety says none of the Zack Snyder Justice League actors will be returning, but as previously rumoured and speculated, Jason Momoa is in talks to play Lobo. In fact, none of the stars cast by Zack Snyder's 2016 Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice and 2017's Justice League, including Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller and Momoa, will reprise their roles in the new DC universe in character. Momoa may return, just not as Aquaman. Sources say actor has engaged in talks to play Lobo, either in 2025 reboot Superman Legacy, written and directed by Gunn, or in a standalone film. Yeah, guys, so this is super exciting. I think that having Jason Momoa playing as Lobo could be the antagonist to Superman in Superman Legacy. I think that'd be super fun. You know, we're always talking about how do you make a Superman movie or a Superman game? You know, who does he fight? This godlike human guy. He has godlike powers. He's nearly indestructible. Who does he fight? But obviously you have Lobo. Lobo is super powerful. He's nearly on par, or maybe even is on par with Superman and Superman's powers. And he could be a great protagonist to go up against Superman in Superman Legacy. I think that would be fantastic, having Momoa in there. I mean, you look at the bad guy that he played in the latest Fast X movie. If he brought some of that charisma and that kind of craziness that he had in that role, if he brings that to Lobo, then I think we're in for something special, guys. So, adios, Ezra. Well, this is obvious, guys. Before we even read this, we know Ezra wasn't going to come back. All the controversy surrounding him, you know, he broke into people's houses and, you know, he assaulted people in the streets and, you know, just crazy, crazy stuff that he was accused of, like kidnapping a child and just all this kind of crazy stuff. So there was no way that, you know, Warner Brothers were ever going to bring him back regarding all the craziness around Ezra Miller. But anyway, guys, let's read on. So, regarding Ezra Miller, it's no secret that he's been involved in a lot of controversy. Obviously, what I was just saying, guys. The Flash movie also happened to completely bomb at the box office and lose a ton of money. Yeah, I think the Flash bombing was just, you know, a factor of a load of different things. You know, the controversy with Ezra Miller, that turned a lot of people off. You know, the CGI wasn't good. The plot points weren't that good. The word of mouth wasn't very good. You know, just there was so much stuff surrounding it. You know, obviously with Warner Brothers, you know, their DC projects being on a downcline as well. I mean, you look at the last 7 or 8 projects that's come out from DC, they've lost so much money and they've made hardly any money at the box office. If you have a look at this graphic here, guys, look at the, obviously the right-hand column and you'll see how much money they made. You know, they barely even made, you know, 300, 400 million at the box office if they were lucky. So while James Gunn hasn't confirmed if Miller is indeed gone, or even seemed to open up to the idea of his return, likely because The Flash hadn't been released yet, You have to think Ezra Miller won't be returning as the Flash. If Ezra Miller returned as the Flash, there would be absolute anarchy. The internet would explode. People would go crazy. There's absolutely no way people would stand for it if Ezra Miller came back. So, goodbye, Gal. It's actually been said Gal Gadot will be back as Wonder Woman, and that Wonder Woman 3 is going to happen under James Gunn's DCU. Gal seemed to say as much herself, but various reports have indeed said that she's gone. With Variety now reporting about it, it seems Gal Gadot is done as Wonder Woman, which also follows Wonder Woman 84 being such a disaster. Yeah, that movie was just cringe all over. The fact that he had, Steve Trevor, her boyfriend, swapping bodies with that guy, and then she slept with that guy while Steve Trevor was in his body, using his body, and it was just cringe to such a degree. I don't know how that movie got greenlighted to that. It was just so weird. Yeah, and it just completely turned me off to watching it. But it would be extremely weird for all the DCEU actors to not, be carried forwards to the DC reboot. But then to have, Wonder Woman played by Gal Gadot, the same actress playing the same character, her coming over from the DCEU, but all the other Justice League characters have new actors. It would be a bit of confusing for the audience. So to recast, Diana Prince with Gal Gadot with a new actress, I think is a good way to go. She's good in the role, but you've got to recast. Same that they did with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. So long, Ben and Henry. Yeah, these are the ones that hurt, guys. Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, man, they were so good in those roles. It's just a shame that they never got a chance to shine properly. A standalone Batman movie with Ben Affleck, the fact that we're not getting that, absolute crime against humanity. And then the fact that we didn't get a Man of Steel 2 as well. We're going to be talking about this for years. As a DC fan, it just hurts to not get either of those projects. So long, Ben and Henry. We'll miss you. Absolutely, absolutely. There will be plans to bring back both actors with... there were plans to bring back both actors, with Ben Affleck returning as Batman as part of the real ending of The Flash. In Variety's report, they also confirmed exactly what I was told about David Zaslav planning to sell Warner Brothers Discovery to Universal. Yeah, guys, I literally just finished making a video about this. It's going to go up tonight. I'll post a link up here as well. See the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you're interested in that story there about Warner Brothers potentially being sold to Discovery, Warner Brothers Discovery, being sold to Universal, then click the link up here, guys. It's a really, really interesting video about how, after a couple of years time, Universal might be up for purchasing Warner Brothers, which is kind of crazy. Those same insiders also filled me in on Ben Affleck was going to return as Batman, Henry Cavill would be back as Superman, Zack Snyder could return too, and lots more. So this is really cool. This image here is obviously a fan-created artwork of Jason Momoa. That's a shot from him in the Aquaman scene where he's in the sub, and somebody's obviously superimposed kind of like Lobo artwork on top of it. And yeah, man, it looks really, really cool. I can really picture Jason Momoa playing this character. He's got the vibe, the charisma, the body build. He's got the appearance, definitely with his beard and his hair and his muscles and everything. Yeah, he just absolutely has the look to pull off Lobo. And like I said, the character that he played in the Fast X movie, the villain, that kind of deranged craziness, almost like Joker-esque kind of villain. If he brings that charisma to the role, it's going to be absolutely crazy. So, Jason Momoa as Lobo. It has already been speculated that Jason Momoa will play Lobo for James Gunn. Back in January, less than 2 weeks before the big DCU announcement, Jason Momoa celebrated on his social media about a recent meeting with Warner Brothers, Gunn, and Peter Safran. Yeah, there was a video going around online, guys, about Jason Momoa had just come out of a meeting with studio executives, and he was, he was screaming and kind of like crying, and he was all excited, and he said it's the best news he's ever got, and like, yeah, it was just crazy. Momoa teased his dream project back in November. Some of the greatest news of my life just happened. I can't say anything about it. Fuck, yes, I can't wait to share with you, but they won't let me share anything. I want you to remember this date, November 6th, moi. You know who you are, moi, maestro, moi, said Momoa. So yeah, this might be in reference to him playing Lobo, which is absolutely awesome. Really excited. It's like a dream casting for a lot of people. So at the time, Momoa said he is excited about the future of DC. I think with Peter Safran and Mr. Gunn at the helm now of DC, I am very excited about that. There's a lot of cool things going to be coming up. One of my dreams come true will be happening under their watch. Stay tuned, said Momoa. It would be very, very surprising that if in the next year or so, we had an announcement of Jason Momoa being in DC, but he was cast in a different role. A lot of people would be scratching their head thinking, what? Why would you not cast him as Lobo? Like, I think it's all but certain that he is going to be playing Lobo. So, in an interview, Aquaman actor Jason Momoa teases that his dream DC project is currently in the works under the helm of James Gunn. So, guys, there's a little clip here. Let's just play it quickly and see what kind of Jason Momoa had to say. So, guys, I'm really sorry. My apologies. This video seems to be glitched out. It just doesn't play. The audio doesn't sync up. But we do have another video below of Momoa commenting once again on a secret project, or possibly Lobo in secret. So let's play this video instead, because this one actually works. So let's see what he had to say in this video instead.
4 years ago, I had the Jeep out front. No, I don't want you. I left 4 years ago. I was screaming, wasn't I? Yeah. Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. All right, everyone's in the meeting. 4 years again. It's a mystery, baby. We got, I got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing. Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. David. Okay. Mwah. To the future, to the future. Baby! Picture me rolling.
Yeah, guys, so that was the second clip that we had there. And Jason Momoa is just come out of obviously speaking to DC executives by the look of it. And he's super excited, super pumped. He's obviously had some super good news. Just looking at him, he's just like exploding with happiness. It's just so great to see this. And but he's talking sort of in almost secrecy. He can't say what it is that he spoke to the executives about. But we're probably thinking that it's Lobo. But yeah, this is great to see if it is true that he's playing Lobo. And okay, so we're at the end of the article. Let's see if we have any comments on this video, on this article. Momoa was born to play Lobo, not Aquaman. True, I was intrigued by his casting at first, as I imagined this image would bring the Aquaman character a respect it hasn't had in the past with mainstream audiences. He absolutely achieved that. Like, before he was playing Aquaman, Aquaman was regarded as a joke, just like a humorous character. People just took the piss out of him. Like, but he brought the gravitas, the kind of the seriousness to the character, and he made Aquaman like a cool character. And that's kind of a testament to Jason Momoa as an actor, in his charisma and what he brings to the role when he's acting. Being in Game of Thrones obviously helped. He's cool. People love him in Game of Thrones. Come over to play Aquaman. He's just a cool guy. Made the character cool as well. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of where we are. Having that little video there at the end was kind of cool to see as well. I do apologize about this other video, guys. For some reason, I don't know, it's just glitched out. The encoding doesn't seem to be working. The audio and it's just not working properly. So, but yeah, guys, so it looks like we could be getting Jason Momoa as Lobo. This is definitely exciting news. I don't really know much about Lobo, if I'm honest. It would be interesting to learn a little bit more about the character as we go along in DC. And yeah, so jump into the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for Jason Momoa to potentially be playing Lobo? And are you disappointed that none of the DCEU cast are coming back? I definitely am. Not seeing Henry Cavill as Superman kind of sucks. But, we have to kind of get over it and look forward to the future. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.